Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing our deep dive into the world of valuation. Today, we are looking at the fundamental pillars that hold this entire profession up. I have a new mind map in front of me titled Fundamental Concepts of Valuation. And honestly, it looks like a complex puzzle. To help me piece it together, I'm joined once again by our expert. Sir, looking at this, it seems valuation isn't just about a number, it's about definitions. Where do we even begin?
You are absolutely right. In our profession, if you don't get the definition right, the number will always be wrong. We start with the first branch, 1.21, Purpose of Valuation. Why are we doing this in the first place? Is it for buying and selling? Is it for mortgage and lending, where a bank needs security? Or perhaps taxation, like capital gains or wealth tax? We even do this for insurance, to determine the sum insured, and for financial reporting to satisfy auditors. Every purpose changes the lens through which we view the property.
That makes sense. So the why dictates the how. Now the second branch is a big one. 1.22 Value versus price versus cost. In common language, we use these interchangeably, but in valuation, they are totally different, right?
Oh, this is the most common mistake. Listen carefully. Cost is the actual expenditure incurred to create the asset. The bricks, the cement, the labor. It is a historical fact. Price is the amount agreed upon in a specific transaction between a buyer and seller. It could be high or low depending on their mood or urgency. But value is the estimated worth based on utility, scarcity and demand. It is an opinion of what the asset should fetch in an open market. Cost is what you spend, price is what you pay, and value is what you get.
That is such a clear distinction. Cost is history, price is a deal, and value is the potential. Now, let's move to the heart of the map. 1.23 Determinants of Value, DUST. I love this acronym. Can you break down DUST for us?
It is the golden rule. First, demand. Is there a desire backed by purchasing power? Second, utility. How well does the property satisfy a need? If a building cannot be used, it has no value. Third, scarcity. Is the supply limited? If everyone has it, it isn't valuable. And finally, transferability. Can the ownership be legally and easily moved from one person to another? If you have a beautiful palace, but no legal right to sell it, the market value is effectively zero. You need all four for value to exist.
DUST. Demand, utility, scarcity, transferability. Got it. Now the fourth branch talks about the 1.24 concept of market value. This seems like the most professional standard we use. What are the specific conditions for a market value to be valid?
This is the benchmark. For a figure to be called market value, it must happen between a willing buyer and willing seller. No one is being forced. It must be an arm's length transaction, meaning the parties have no previous relationship. They aren't cousins or business partners trying to do a favor. The property must have proper marketing, so the whole world knows it is for sale. Both parties must act knowledgeably and prudently, and there should be no undue stimulus. No fire sales or distress sales allowed here.
It's the fair play version of value. Finally, the last branch, 1.55 Other types of value. It seems market value isn't the only player in town.
Exactly. Sometimes we look for investment value, which is specific to a particular investor's goals. Then there is liquidation value, what you get if you have to sell right now in a hurry. We also look at insurable value, focusing only on the parts that can be destroyed, like the building but not the land. There is assessed value for government taxes, and finally going concern value, which is the value of an operating business, including its reputation and goodwill, not just the physical desks and chairs.
This has been incredibly eye-opening. Valuation isn't just a math formula, it's a deep analysis of purpose, legal rights, and market psychology. Sir, thank you for unfolding these pillars for us today.
It was my pleasure. Once you master these fundamentals, the rest of valuation becomes much clearer.